Welcome back. A new report from the Federal Trade Commission blames large retailers like Walmart, Kroger, and Amazon for higher grocery costs. Megan Cassella is in Washington, has more. Hi, Megan. What have you learned?
Hey, Contessa. So the FTC is just out with findings from a new report telling us that supply chain disruptions initially caused higher grocery prices, but it was actually the larger grocery retailers that made the situation worse. The FTC's conclusion here was that big grocery chains used rising costs as a chance to raise their prices and boost profits, which they say remain elevated today. During a meeting on this today, Chair Lena Khan said the issue could warrant further inquiry.
Have been concerned about allegations of discriminatory conduct, differential pricing that we may be seeing, such that small and independent firms may be losing out to bigger firms. If we end up finding that these types of practices violate any of the antitrust laws, including the Robinson-Patman Act, I know I'll be very interested in making sure we take swift action.
Now, the FTC spent more than 2 years digging into information from Walmart and Amazon, but also from major suppliers like Tyson Foods and Procter & Gamble. And the report calls out the major retailers and names Walmart specifically for pressuring suppliers to fulfill deliveries. They threatened fines, for example, for being late, and allowed larger chains to dominate over the smaller stores, which had more trouble keeping their shelves stocked. Now, guys, the FTC doesn't go so far here as to label any of this illegal activity, but both the commission and lawmakers say they'll be looking further into this.
Yeah, and if Lena Khan says that she thinks it may warrant further inquiry, what does it exactly mean?
We don't know exactly that yet, but two things here. The FTC is clearly saying to lawmakers and to policymakers with more authority to really look at this, look at what we found. Maybe you guys want to dig more into this, too. They say they'll be sending it to Capitol Hill. But we've also heard the FTC talk a lot about enforcing laws that are already on the books. I think it's fair to say that they seem to think some of this happened because we weren't already well enough enforcing some laws that are meant to help small and medium grocery stores compete with wholesalers more. So we could see them sort of step up some of that enforcement action there as well.
All right, Megan, thank you very much. Megan Cassella.